Hi, my name is EJ Massa. I'm in the process of changing jobs and moving, so I decided to make a more low-key video just as I get settled down here. In the butter substitute episode of Box Mac, I commented off camera that the mac made with ghee tasted a lot like hot buttered popcorn, and that got me thinking, what if I made popcorn with homemade ghee? Or clarified butter, rather. There is some contention on the internet about what constitutes ghee and what constitutes clarified butter. I'm pretty sure what we bought at the store for Box Mac was actually clarified butter and not ghee. I believe ghee is cooked longer so that the milk solids brown a bit and has more of a toasted flavor to it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments about what the hell ghee is. But what I'm making today, I'm pretty sure, is clarified butter. So I'll start off with 16 ounces of unsalted Kerrygold butter. I'm going to put that into a small saucepan and melt it on medium heat. Once it's totally melted, I'll wait for it to boil, and eventually a foam will start to develop on top. The foam is the proteins in the butter. The milk solids in the water will sink to the bottom, and the precious milk fats will be in the middle. At this point, I turn the heat to low so that the butter doesn't boil too vigorously. Let this simmer for approximately a half hour to 40 minutes until the temperature of the milk fat gets to 260 degrees Fahrenheit, or for a visual reference, the foam may start to brown. It didn't turn brown, but I could smell that it was about to turn brown. I can smell brown. Now to prepare the vessel that this liquid gold will enter. I have a mason jar with a little funnel, which I draped a layer of cheesecloth over. Then I put the strainer over that, and put one more layer of cheesecloth over that. Carefully pour the potion through the strainer. Now you can see through the butter. Butter made clear. Clarified butter. That's why they call it that. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. I'm a genius. Then I'll screw the top on and put it in the fridge to solidify. I took it out the next day and damn, gotta love that deep golden color. When I was a wee lad, my grandfather, Edmund James Massa I, he came up to me and he said, "Dearest EJ III, do you know how to make popcorn?" "Yes, Papa. Popcorn comes in a bag labeled Pop Quiz. You put it in the microwave until it goes pop, pop, pop. And you open the bag and you don't know what color it will be." "Ew, no, you disgusting child. What the f***? How is that even food? What is wrong with the 90s? Let me show you how to correctly make popcorn." And so this is what he taught me. He poured some kernels into a little pot, poured some canola oil over that. Or rapeseed oil if you're a pervert. He poured just enough canola oil to cover all the kernels. He turned the burner up to high heat, and then when things started to sizzle and pop, he shook the pot vigorously until all popping ceased and dumped everything into a bowl. After that, he would melt a square of butter in the same pot as it was still hot and dumped it over the popcorn. Then he would salt with table salt, toss the popcorn a bit, and then salt again. I remember first trying his version of popcorn after eating nothing but the bag stuff and being blown away by how much better it was. Now, some people use peanut oil or coconut oil and they'll put in some of that Flavacol stuff that makes it taste like movie theater popcorn, but my nostalgia-fueled brain always kind of preferred the way my grandfather made it. But I never tried cooking popcorn with clarified butter, so let's see how that compares. I'll do things slightly differently by adding the 2 tablespoons of clarified butter and heating it up. I'll place a couple kernels in there to test whether the oil is hot enough, and when they pop, I'll quickly dump in 1/3 cup of kernels. Cover and shake the pot vigorously so nothing burns, and when everything is popped, we'll transfer everything into a large bowl. And to keep things fair, I'll melt a square of butter, pour it over, shake on some salt, toss, salt. Now the taste test, my grandfather's recipe versus the clarified butter made popcorn. First, my grandfather's recipe. Yep. Pretty much exactly as I remembered. I'm picturing myself on my grandparents' floor with a small bowl of this stuff in front of the TV watching David the Gnome on Nick Jr. And now the clarified butter. It's much lighter and airy than I expected. Not sure if I was expecting a movie popcorn taste or something. I like it a lot. There's a classic taste to it with a very gentle butter aftertaste. So which do I prefer? Why decide? I'll take them both. Wow, popcorn is delicious. And making clarified butter is pretty darn easy. And you don't have to spend $13 for an 8-ounce jar of clarified butter, which is labeled as ghee. And since clarified butter has a higher smoke point, you can use it to saute vegetables or something. Anyways, how do you enjoy making popcorn? I'm always curious because I want to try some new things. Maybe you use truffle oil, or maybe you use rosemary and sea salt like some kind of pretentious asshole. Let me know in the comments. And until next time, bye!